And I was one of the first ones in, and I walk in and I hear weeping, a lot of weeping. And I hear off into the distance two guys that are kind of sharing their affection for each other, as teammates and family, and they're weeping. And one of them is, "I let you down." And they're back kind of in the shower area. And then out walks Brice Johnson and Kennedy Meeks. And Brice was not composed at all. He's the guy you talk to, one of the guys you talk to. So I decided I was going to talk to him first. And I waited. And I remember Matt Bowers, who works for Steve Kirshner in Carolina, I'd let him know. I said, "I'll give him some time." Matt, I think, went and got a chair for Brice and sat it down sort of in the back of it's a huge locker room. And it may have been like the visiting major league locker room NFL locker room was huge. It was just huge. So the chair's down there. Brice comes over and sits down, and I have the video still. I actually tweeted it out recently. You can hear me say, "You ready?" Giving Brice time to compose himself. And you have to ask the question, what's going through your mind when that shot went through? Because the whole sequence leading up to that, after Chris Jacobs was taken in by Nate Britt's family. Nate Stab was a DC cop, police officer in DC. He was taken in because Chris's mom had some issues, and I had to go through the Villanova crowd to get to the other side of the court, which is where the total of the locker room was. The media area and the locker rooms, and Chris's mom's there, and she's asking, like, "Where's Nate?" She's worried about Nate, and her boy just made the biggest shot, maybe the biggest shot in NCAA tournament history. And you walk in that locker room, and it's just the air is heavy. You could almost feel the condensation from the tears. And Brice, to me, personified it. We eventually got through the interview, and I went and talked to some of the guys, and I asked Kennedy Meeks, and I'll find that video and put it out there too, about Brice, and Kennedy just started crying because he felt responsible that Brice and Marcus Page and Joel James, to a degree, didn't get the national title that he thought they deserved.